This is a trap camera, a camera that starts filming when it senses movement, which makes it perfect for filming animals.
In this special episode, we will be leaving out our trap cameras every day in September.
To hopefully film some amazing animals. It's September the 1st, which means it's the first day of our trap camera challenge. Now, as you all know, September is split into 30 days, which means we will split our challenge into 6 different parts. For the first 5 days, we will both leave our trap cameras out in separate locations. We will then decide who got the best footage over the course of those 5 days. Whoever did that would have won part 1. It will be the same for parts 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6.
In order to decide who won which part, we have the scale of rarity. This will decide how many points we get each part. For instance, common things like moths, mice and common birds will be worth 1 point. Deer and rabbits will be worth 2. Foxes will be 4. Uncommon birds will be 7. Badgers will be 8. Anything rarer will be 10.
And if you get the same animal on 2 or more nights, you will get the points it's worth for every night. You will also get 1 additional point for interesting animal behaviour. So now you know all that, I think we're ready to start.
Okay, so here is my location. The camera is right there and it is looking onto, as you can see, a bunch of rabbit droppings all round here. Big open field. Yeah, it looks amazing. Alright, so say I'm a dog walker, I'm walking my dog, leads right there. I look up, this is the normal view, you can't see anything, but if you have a really close attention, you might be able to see our little trap camera there. But, you know, I'll be honest, you're walking your dog, you're not as close as this, no one's gonna see this, you know, no one's gonna see this, so I'm gonna leave it here and I'll just keep checking on it each day. But yeah, that's our trap camera set. We'll see you soon.
Okay everybody, it is time to start the trap camera challenge now. I personally am going to start in the forest, as you can see here, and then maybe change habitat as the challenge goes on, but for the first 5 days I'll be in the forest looking for deers, foxes and potentially badgers, which would be the dream. That would get a guaranteed win, I think, for the first few days, but we'll see. We're going to have a look around the forest now. Looks like quite a good area, and hopefully we'll get animals walking through regularly over the next 5 days. I'm not gonna lie, this tree does look decent. This is the view it would have. Animals would be walking through and then out into the more open area. I think this is going to be the tree we start on. I don't want to go too low down on the tree because it might scare off an animal coming through, but I also don't want to go too high because it might not capture everything that walks past because of the angle. So I'm thinking just here, if that looks good to you. Hopefully it does. You got that much space off the ground. It's not really the height of a fox or anything like that, but again, not too high as well. So I'm gonna go here and hopefully that's a good spot and it will capture everything that comes through. All right, here we go. So there we go, there it is. I'll see you in 5 days, and I'll also see you in 5 days where hopefully we've got some amazing footage and hopefully I can also win part 1. Okay, I can see it just in front of me now, the trap camera. Here we go. Hopefully you've done your job. So my results are in, and I actually think it was decent. I got, on one of the nights I got foxes. I got 2 of them together, which is really good because that's 1 interaction or behaviour point. And I also got 1 jumping over the stream, which gives me another behaviour point. So that is 8 points for having 2 foxes and then also having 2 behaviour points, which gets me 10 points overall for the foxes. I also got a muntjac deer. Now, it wasn't the best view of it because it was behind a branch, but you can clearly see how it is a muntjac deer, and that will be 2 points for me. I did get a squirrel on day 3 and also a squirrel on day 4, which is 2 points, plus another behaviour point for one of the squirrels on day 3, I think it was, stuffing loads of twigs, nuts and other food in its mouth ready to store for the winter. So that is another behaviour point. That would be 3 points overall for the squirrel. And then finally, I did get a mouse on the final day running across a branch loads of times. I got some really good footage of it actually. But unfortunately, there's no behaviour points in there, so it's just going to be the 1 point for the mouse. Which means altogether, I got 16 points. I don't know how good that is. I did get some cool encounters though, but I am a little bit scared for Zach because he sent me this video right here. And I think that means he got something really good. But I don't know what's good by his standards. For all I know, that could be a fox, which I did get myself. Or it could be an owl, it could be a badger, it could be something like that. But I guess we'll find out. Here we go.
So, I've collected my track camera, and for our first lot, it has not been bad at all. First of all, I got badgers, and a lot of badgers. You see, I got it 4 nights in a row. What an encounter this one has been. This badger has full on gone up to my trap camera and just started moving it all about. Like, what was he doing? And I literally have badger hairs on my trap camera. Look at that right there. See them white little 2 hairs there? I have not touched this trap camera. The only part I've grabbed is here. If you look here, we've got a ton of dirt on the sensor, which I didn't put on there. And then right there are 2 badger hairs. And that is the nose of a badger on my trap camera. I don't think he liked it. And the only reason I got it 4 nights in a row, I reckon I would have got it 5 nights in a row, is because of I had to take my camera down on the 5th night because there was people cutting the hedge in the morning, and I left it up a little bit too late. And yeah, they saw my camera, took a photo of it, and I thought, I'm not putting my camera back there again because it might get stolen, you know, why else would they take a photo of it? But anyway, the badgers was just insane. I mean, you saw we got a badger hair on the actual trap camera because it was moving my trap camera around and everything, which just mean I got a behaviour point for that. And it was also eating on that tree, so yeah, it definitely loved that tree.
Zach also got rabbits on 4 nights, plus 2 of them interacting at 1 point, which is going to be another behaviour point, so 9 points for the rabbits. A blackbird twice, a moth. These 2 bugs, he'll get 1 point for the bugs and another for the interaction, and he'll then get 2 points for this roe deer. Which means he will end on a massive 50 points. So I ended on a decent 16 points, but Zach got carried by the badgers to a very easy win. Making it 1-0 after round 1. Okay everybody, I am in a completely different location because today I am in a field and hopefully we get some different wildlife to before, which maybe will get me some more points. I know Zach was in a field area, he got badgers, so hopefully I can replicate that myself. I think this tree here could work. You can see absolutely everything and it is big enough. Or actually, this one looks better because it is pointing downwards, whereas that one was pointing up, which will make it hard for the angle of the trap cam. But this one, perfect angle, and I think a perfect view. So I got to work clearing away any branches or twigs that were blocking the view of the trap cam, and then I think we're ready. I've cleared the view. You can now see the whole of the field from this tree right here. It is time for me to begin part 2. Hopefully this time I can get the win. Because last time, to be fair, I got absolutely battered. Hopefully the field can save me.
Okay, so I'm heading out to go and put my trap camera out in the woods, and we're just by this hedgerow now. And basically what I'm hoping to get is hopefully a badger again. That would be so good, but because we're going in the woods this time, it could be better or it could be worse. But the main thing we are looking for is deer, and I've seen a ton of deer over there. And another thing is pheasants. Haven't got it on the trap camera yet, and it will get us some useful points. So hopefully we get all of that and more.
So there you go. Both trap cameras are in different locations, but we're both hoping for the same thing. Points, and hopefully lots of them. But before we reveal what we got for part 2, it's time to decide what was the best piece of footage from part 1. And I don't think that anyone's disagreeing that this badger sniffing the trap cam is the best piece of footage.
For part 2, I got some pretty good encounters. First of all, I got a badger, which is 8 points. I then managed to get 16 points for 8 roe deer and another behaviour point for a male roe deer buck marking its scent. Next up is another deer species, and it is the muntjac, and I got 6 of them, which is 12 points. I also got 4 pheasants, which is 4 points, 8 squirrels, which is 8 points. I also got another point for a grouse, which means overall I got 50 points for part 2.
So Zach is going to get back-to-back 50 points, which is a very strong start. We'll see if I can get back into it here. It's time to reveal to you what I got for part 2. And I'm really hoping I can make it 1-1, because if I go 2-0 down, it's not going to be looking good. So yet again, I did get foxes on 2 nights, plus also a behaviour point for a fox limping, which was quite cool, and another behaviour point for a fox eating. I'm going to get 1 point for a pigeon, and also 2 points for a muntjac deer. And finally, probably the most exciting thing, I got a new animal for this video. I did get a bat, and we couldn't really decide how many points a bat should be worth, because it was not on the scale of rarity, but we did decide it would be the same as an uncommon bird, so 7 points. I ended on 20 points, so yet again, got absolutely destroyed. And we believe that the limping fox was the best piece of footage across part 2. Okay everybody, 10 days have passed since we first put our trap cameras out, and that means it's time to start part 3. Now I'm in a forest where I have seen loads of animals before. Now I'm going to tease quickly here, an episode I filmed in the summer that's going to be coming out soon. That's what I saw, and I got really close to them. So hopefully I can get that on the trap cam, and then I can also get some other stuff as well. Hopefully we can get enough points to win part 3.
So I am now walking up to put up my third lot of trap camera, and if you can tell I'm a bit out of breath, that is because we have just been walking up a constant elevation for ages now. But yeah, anyway, so as you know, I won my last 2 rounds, which is very nice, and yeah, so this will be our last trap camera like putting up for this part, but we will have part 2 coming out, which will be another 3 parts of putting out our trap cameras. So there'll be 2 different episodes essentially, part 1 and part 2, and then it will have all 3 different parts of us putting our trap camera up. So this is my 3rd part now, and yeah, hopefully I'm successful as the last 2 times. But yeah, let's just go and see. I've just collected the trap camera for part 3. I've seen my results. What the heck happened? We only got 8 points, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Editor. And that is so bad. That is the lowest scoring points yet. And I literally got like 2 wood pigeons, 6 squirrels, I think. There might even be less. And that was it. That was all it was. That was a shocker, and that must not be repeated, otherwise I'm going to lose this.
Okay, I have just got back from a very long walk to go and collect the trap camera, but I am back. It is pitch black outside, but I'm going to film and I'm going to reveal the footage to you live. Now, I know Zach hasn't done amazingly, but I don't know how well I've done either. Hopefully I can get some good animals and make it 2-1. Right, let's do the reveal. I've got the iPad, and hopefully it's going to show me some good footage. So first of all, this is the view I got of the trap camera. And this is the first thing we're going to get. Yes! We've got a roe deer running through. There was also one in the corner. Go to the next one. What we got? Oh! Is that a muntjac? Yes, a muntjac. Perfect, we've got 2 muntjacs. Oh look, a buck. Look, it's got horns. That is perfect. So we've got a roe deer buck and normal roe deers, females I'd assume. What else you got? Oh, in the sunlight, the buck again. Look at that, that is incredible. I did also manage to get a fox, which is really good to see in its natural habitat. We've got that 3 parts in a row now, which is absolutely brilliant. So the muntjacs, the roe deer and the fox will mean I get 14 points, which I think doesn't sound great, but it does beat Zach's 8 points. So I am going to make it 2-1 going into the 2nd episode where part 4, 5 and 6 will take place. I really hope you have enjoyed episode 1 of the Trap Camera in September series. It is the 15th of September right now. Part 3 is done for both of us. We're going to move on to part 4, 5 and 6 in the next episode. Hopefully you'll be able to watch it. It'll be coming out in the next few weeks. And yeah, hopefully we're going to get even more animals and it's going to be really, really good. It's 2-1 at the moment, and I'll see you next time on Animals with AB.